Hello, my name is Tina Wilton and I'm from Sacramento Steps Forward, and today we're going to learn how to obtain an electronic signature on an HMIS informed consent and release of information form. For new clients, the first step is to explain the HMIS system and how we use it, then to create a profile for them, and then to review the consent form and actually obtain their electronic signature. I've created my new profile. The client's name is Mother Test. And now I'm going to go to the section to obtain the electronic signature. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is go over to the right-hand side of my screen. You're going to see three icons: a printer, a calendar, and a shield. You want to go to the shield and click on that. It now brings you to a new page. The top has privacy, and the second section is release of information. So we want to click on Add Release of Information. This next screen is some basic information about the release. It's going to ask what type of permission, which is yes. The start date is the date that the client is electronically signing. The end date is the date the release expires. And the next is the type of documentation. So we're going to select electronic signature, which you can see comes from our drop-down menu. And we want to click right here. And then it brings up this new thing where it says e-sign document. So you want to click on this. Next, it's going to bring you to the actual consent form. And at this time, you want to read and review the entire form with your client, being sure that they understand everything. And at the bottom, it's going to ask them to make a choice. They can either choose to share their information with their partner agencies or not share their information with partner agencies. So you want to check whichever box. I'm going to check that they are going to share. And then they need to sign this box. If you're on a computer, you're going to use your mouse. If you're on a tablet, they're going to use the touch screen and essentially sign, and then hit apply, and then save. After you hit save, it then brings you back to the page where it had asked you about the basic information on your release. So the next step is to go to the button where it says Add Record and click on it. And now we're back to the screen where it reviews privacy and release of information. You can see that we have our new consent form here. The permission was a yes, the type was electronic signature, here's the date that it was signed, and here's the date that it expires. If they agreed to share information with partner and agency, then you're all done. If they did not agree to sharing their information with partner agencies, then we have one more step we need to do. We need to change their privacy from public to private. And to do so, all we do is click here on Private under the Privacy area. See where you see Privacy. Click Private and Save Changes. The client is now private, and only our agency can see their profile. The last two things I want to show you on this screen is where you can edit some of the basic information about your release and how to view the PDF. You click here to this edit button. It then brings you back to this screen where it lets you change how you're e-signing the document, the dates of the signature or the expiration date, and so on. I don't want to do any of that today, so I'm going to hit cancel. And if I wanted to view this as a PDF and maybe even print it out for my client, I want to go over here to the PDF symbol. When you see your cursor changes to the little hand, click on that. It then brings you to the PDF, and you have an option to print it. Obtaining an electronic consent for an existing client is only slightly different than for a new client. There's one additional step, and that's to check to see if they already have a consent on file. Just like for a new client, the first step is we're going to go to the client's profile and then to the shield, which is the client privacies. And we want to click here. And then we're going to check to see if they already have a consent form on file. The reason why we do this is HMIS does not allow to have consent forms with overlapping dates. So being that this one was from December 31st, 2015 to December 10th, 2018, what we need to do is change our end date to the day prior to our new signature date. To do this, it's quite easy. You go over here to the edit button, and you want to click on the calendar or highlight your date. and then select the day before the signature date and hit Save Changes. Once you've done this, it does change the end date here, and HMIS will allow you to input a new consent form. If you don't do this first, it will not allow you to save the new consent form, and you'll have to go to this process before you can do your consent. For more training videos, please visit our YouTube channel at Ending Homelessness Together. Thank you.